What's going on, YouTube world? It's your boy Marko Stats, and we're back with another episode of Marko Stats Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to Akademiks responding to G Herbo, because G Herbo called him and Vlad out, said that they should donate over $100,000 to Chicago nonprofits or to the city in general. See, me, I'm from Chicago, and I work for a nonprofit, Circles and Ciphers. We are a youth-led, hip-hop-based restorative justice organization that's based on the north side of Chicago. We work with formerly incarcerated youth. We work with youth who are still incarcerated. We help them out with art-based programs, food, etc., etc., etc. All different type of programs for the youth. I'm inside our studio right now, Kaba Studios, in which we have music programming for these formerly incarcerated youth. So topics like this is very interesting to me, you know what I'm saying? Because this is something that I'm involved in. I'm a rapper, I'm from Chicago, and I work for a nonprofit. So I don't want to talk y'all ear off, but we just gonna jump right into it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you guys know what's my opinion on this in the midst of this unfolding. So without further ado, let's get it.
G Herbo Akademiks. Okay. So G Herbo did an interview, and in this interview, I don't know what's going on in his life or career, but the age-old talking point of the war in Chirac came out again, and apparently let me see if I can just play it. Is it here? Okay, where is the fuck? I need a timestamp. Where's the timestamp? Where is the timestamp? Okay, can I find it?
See, this is why people be clipping videos.
Does anybody have the clip? I just want to hear the clip. I just want to hear the clip in full. I don't think I can find it. Is it this? Here we go.
Like the content creators that have made careers basically off of you guys, like Akademiks or Vlad, or like people that are like,
okay, to whoever this idiot is, the idea that me or Vlad made our careers off of Chicago is utterly ludicrous. I would get into further explaining it, but why? And that's going to be my demeanor with a lot of this shit. Because, let me just finish playing it.
people that cover you guys and have like made money off of it.
I don't give a fuck about that shit, but if I did, I'd probably be like, yeah, you know, cut me in or do something. Like, I feel like all those kind of guys, what they should do is give to a non-profit organization in Chicago that I'm gonna challenge them to do that. Like,
what's
Akademiks, Vlad, all you niggas that done made money off of culture and people dying and bloodshed and shit like that. Go donate $20,000 or $50,000 to a non-profit organization that focus on just the betterment of kids.
You're on notice. You owe $100,000 to what organization?
Any organization, you pick one, man. Yeah, 100, because you done made so much money off this shit.
And if you don't, you're
what? Say it. Land a plane. Land a plane.
Akademiks, you're a real bitch. And if you have problems, you can take it up on the Adam Friedland show, DJ Akademiks. You can. I will sit down with you in the most intellectual style.
And I'll be there in the middle to mediate.
Yeah, whoever this nigga is, you're not relevant enough for me to even be in the same room as you. Just let you know that's Big Ak, not the little one. I'll say this. First and foremost, let me give a proper address. The days of any Chicago rapper, resident, or anybody who comes from Chicago, period, trying to either guilt or try to make somebody like me feel that I owe y'all nothing is over. So if you want the proper response, that worked at a time where I thought there could be a, you know, everyone wanted to increase and be better as people. Number one, I'm all for giving back. I'm all for charity. I'm all for giving back to the culture in no matter what way. It could either be lending your platform. It could be donating your money, your resources. I'm all for giving back. I'm not for virtue signaling, soapboxing, or making people feel like you're undeserving. Also, I'm not for people thinking that anyone who's created a legit business who has profited from hip hop in general doesn't deserve it. So I'll say this, and this is my official response. Any nigga from Chicago, if you have a request for me to donate my time, my resources, my money, or whatever, because you feel I owe it to Chicago, to your neighborhood, to this other person, fuck off. End of conversation. Fuck off. Okay? I've tried to placate with y'all for like years. I used to be sitting there listening to y'all tell me this and well, you gave this guy a nickname. I get it. I've spoken in length about how I could have done the Warren Chirac better. The Warren Chirac is not the genesis of my career, is not the biggest thing that propelled my career, but it is something that is notable in my career. Mm-hmm. I'm not here to give no more apologies. No more apologies. But what I am here to do is to speak directly to people like G Herbo. G Herbo, check this out, brother. You perpetuate this bullshit when you talk to niggas like that and you say dumb shit like that. So you're telling me the media guy who covered the nonsense that you guys propagated, the beefs that you guys stirred up. By the way, all while this happened, you noticed that after niggas stopped investing in that Chicago scene, which rapper been popping from there? Not one. Half of the reason y'all got a career is because there was media that covered y'all. But none of y'all take that accountability. Y'all think the people who covered y'all owe it to the people, but y'all don't owe shit. Why? Because you live there? Y'all made the music who that we were reporting on. Y'all gave us the things and the content we were talking about. Y'all did all of these things. Y'all, or the people associated.
I mean, they did it, but at the same time, I feel like the media really put the light on it. Like, because what's going on in the streets in Chicago is not something that was known to the random kid that live in Arkansas, the random girl that lives in New Hampshire. You know what I'm saying? People in these places didn't really know about all of the beef shit that was going on. And yes, it was a lot of people that was, you know what I'm saying, snitching on themselves on Twitter and social media, and rappers putting shit in the music. But at first, it was kind of like a thing where it's like, okay, if you know, you know. But I feel like when it comes to niggas like Akademiks and some of these other niggas and shit, who else? Trap Lord Ross and all these niggas, I feel like they put in the magnifying glass on a lot of these issues and making it bigger, 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 and bigger. And if you was to make a story about say this gang, you know, just laid the belt on that gang, now if you publicize that to the world, the other gang is gonna feel the need to do something, to retaliate, because they don't want to look like some bitches to the rest of the world. But that's because y'all made the story so fucking big. So it's like, yeah, you had niggas on Twitter tweeting and snitching and saying like a little bit too much, but y'all really publicized that to the world. Y'all, you know, y'all fucking over, you know what I'm saying, overly did it with that shit, you know?
Y'all did all the killings. We never killed nobody. And if y'all want to go with this whole, yeah, well, you know, you gaslit it, this and third. Well, I gaslit your career too. So you're gonna give me credit for that stuff, but what about y'all career? Would you be sitting there if it wasn't for me? Would any of y'all niggas be sitting there? Also,
yes.
let's just talk about this, and we're giving blame.
Akademiks, Chief Keef, when Chief Keef came out, bro, Chief Keef was gonna be Chief Keef with you or without you. Period. When Kanye dropped on Don't Like, it was over with. Even before then, Chief Keef was going to be Chief Keef regardless. Chicago was going to be Chicago regardless if y'all publicize this shit or not. So stop trying to make it like, you know, like stop trying to take the credit for the whole Chicago scene, for all these rappers being successful, bro. It's not just because of you is publicizing it. It's because these niggas was actually talented and came out with a real new style, drill music. Like, that's a new style. You didn't come up with that style. So, you know, that style was going to be what it was regardless if you publicize it or not. What you really did was you played into all of the negativity that came out of that scene and really publicized the negativity way, way more than the positivity. That's the point that I feel like Herb is making, and that's why he feels that, hey, y'all need to balance that negativity with some positivity. Donate some money. Period.
Lil Durk owe all his money to FBG Duck? Because if we're talking about people who damn near died and catapulting your career and your platform off of someone's death, should Chief Keef give all his money to Tuka? When you start making that challenge to those people, but y'all niggas never talk to rappers. This is why I don't like y'all. And this is why I stop apologizing to y'all. It's Big Act, never the little one. It's over. Y'all made y'all careers off of hyping up death, dysfunction, dissing people. For years, we thought Chief Keef would send his whole bank account to Tuka's mom.
Those was real wars, though, that they were a part of. Y'all wasn't a part of that shit. Y'all some fucking leeches, man. Y'all wasn't a part of these wars. If I'm in a war, I have the right to talk about that, to talk about my experience. That don't mean that I'm glorifying it. I'm just telling y'all what it is. This is what's going on. This is what we on. That's what it is. America, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, a result of just how society is set up. You know what I'm saying? This is us. This is what happens. That's all that we doing. And y'all taking that and y'all publicizing it and making it bigger, being bigger, and really just really putting a bigger magnifying glass on that and really just instigating a lot of like negativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that you know what I'm saying? I know that Akademiks is talking about, like there's some positivity that came out of it. If it wasn't for me, you guys would never been signed. But like, that's not necessarily true. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if anything, it was, the war in Chirac and things of that nature is the same reason why people are scared to go to Chicago now, because like that shit is exaggerated, gang. You know what I'm saying? Chicago's dangerous. Don't get me wrong. I live in Chicago, but the way that y'all was making it seem like it was, real life Middle East war going on and shit, man. Like, come on.
Half of y'all have lifted y'all own platforms off of y'all op. We have 1 million people who died over there that we could just attribute your career to. And that's why people are being intrigued. Also, here's the thing. I don't like virtue signaling in any type of form. G Herbo, you were just caught up in a Fed case where you were accused of embezzling and stealing funds, $1.5 million. You bought private jets, luxury puppies, went on vacations to Jamaica and all that type of stuff, took bitches all around the world. You only had to pay back $100,000 in restitution. What happened to the other $1.4 million? Don't you think you should give that back to the grandmas who y'all stole their credit cards? I could read through it. This is a federal document. Please, don't ever tell nobody what they should be doing with their money, time, or any resources until you take accountability. You guys lack accountability. I got all the facts here. Y'all can't talk me into no fucking corner. Look, when you, instead of saying I should go donate, y'all spend $14,000 on a villa, $34,000 on expensive cars. This was money that was stolen from old grandma credit cards who swiped their cards in the hood. Y'all stole $1.5 million. Y'all stole $1.5 million. Due to your plea deal, you were ordered to pay $140,000. So you really owe $1.3 million. Don't talk about me yet. Let's talk about you. Are you going to donate? If you donate $1.3 million, I'll donate $100,000. Because the $1.3 million that we're talking about with you, y'all stole and bought private jets, and y'all didn't work hard for it. Y'all stole stolen credit cards to buy expensive puppies. Look, you admitted as part of your plea you're responsible for $139,000 in victim losses.
why is he deflecting though? Like, what does this have to do with your role in Chicago? Like, I don't get it. Like this is a case. You know what I'm saying? I know that all of the information is up there for the case, but at the end of the day, you wasn't there. You don't know what type of role that G Herbo had in this, this situation, bro. So it's like, why you bringing this shit up for now? And if you really, really, really want to take it there, it's a difference between you joking about Black Death versus somebody stealing money that's going to be replaced by the government anyway. Like, come on now.
If we look at the full indictment, it says $1.5 million. The idea that a rapper who sits back and glorify and still talks about killing and still basks in the idea of this dysfunctional hood environment, I don't care if you lived it or not. Because without hip-hop, you'd be in that neighborhood still. So don't blame aspects of hip-hop that you've all benefited from. Without media, you wouldn't be where you at. You notice you don't blame your label, do you? You don't blame your label. You know your label put out songs for Dirk, for Keith, for you, for Bibby, for everybody, including Duck, dissing other people. Well, you don't blame them, do you? You don't think they should give back shit, do you? So it's selective politicking. This is why there was a time that, and by the way, I've donated back to Chicago before. There was a time I thought that this was like a relationship that you think you could try to gain some acceptance in understanding that, listen, like the people who do media, whether it's me, Vlad, or anybody else, we're not horrible people. Obviously, we're covering things in hip hop that oftentimes involve violence, involve a lot of very negative things. Is there profit? Yes. But it's the same way how you niggas done made all type of diss songs, all type of hit songs, violating other people, and there ain't no birthright to this shit. Because y'all could just make it in the hood without.
But those they real ops though. What you doing, academics? Motherfuckers, you have nothing to do with Chicago at all. Like, that's the difference. Like you don't know how it feels like to grow up in the inner city like Chicago and have real motherfuckers that's trying to kill you. You don't have that experience, so it's not the same, bro. If I'm talking about my enemy on a record and it's my real life enemy that's trying to kill me, like, you don't got that type of experience, bro. So like, you can't even say nothing to that, to be honest.
Out trying to get rich and famous over it. You got a bunch of jewels around your neck. So again, the point is this. I do think giving back is good. Absolutely. But the idea that someone is the police to when you give back, how you give back, and how much you give back is utterly ridiculous when it's coming from the people. If it was coming from the victims, I could see it. Not the nigga that got the chain, that's riding around like he's like the boss. That done after he got out of Chicago, he did another fraud to run it up even more, $1.5 million, that he could be on private jets and all that type of stuff. It can't be you. It can't be you. It can't be you. It can't be you. Do I need to read through this? It's alleged that the defendants and their co-conspirators generally provided authentic payment card information, blah, 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 and then to the fraud businesses who successfully processed the transactions and provided the goods. But it wasn't y'all cards. Y'all stole money. It's a wire fraud conspiracy. There's a grandma right now that's missing $100,000 of her retirement fund because y'all niggas stole it. Nobody's sitting here telling you go donate that back. So miss me with all the bullshit. Here's the point. The day when I see G Herbo or any of these other Chicago rappers put down the mic and say they're done with it because you're part of the same thing that you're accusing me of. If there wasn't a salacious aspect of what people were seeing with Chicago, none of you niggas would be that big. Which I think y'all made that great of music. There's killing everywhere. Jacksonville niggas, we didn't see a wave of Jacksonville niggas getting that big. They all just died. Sorry. Philadelphia, they all just died. Sorry. New York niggas, they all just got locked up. Sorry. The same things y'all are accusing the media, all these other, everybody else but the killers. Before we continue this conversation anymore, if G-Herb or anybody else who would like to get in this conversation wouldn't also put a statement on file to say, well, if Lil Durk was responsible for so-and-so getting killed, or this nigga was responsible for so-and-so getting killed, they should donate all their career earnings. If I don't hear that from y'all, it sounds like y'all picking and choosing. Because I'm down to have a conversation. As I always say, just give me the parameters of the entire conversation we're going to have. Oh, the media guys are the bad ones. But y'all friends who did the killings, they not bad? Y'all friends who made mamas cries and made casket prices go at an all-time high, they not bad? Some of those guys, they say King Von has 7 fucking murders. His kids go to private school. I just seen a video of his kids saying that. He don't even listen to King Von's music. Too much bad words. He was accused of having 7 fucking murders. You don't think maybe all of his career earnings and maybe even more should be given back to the victims or the alleged victims? No. We don't want to start there, right? We want to start with the people who covered it. Listen, maybe I'm just at a different part of my life, but there was a part in my life where I have so much love for Chicago where I was hoping to bridge a gap and have understanding with that. But I realized when shit gets slow and y'all need that scapegoat talking point, y'all just throw all the media back in the same bullshit. So again, what I would say for anybody in Chicago who feels ACT owes them anything, politely, fuck off. Conversation over. Listen, I sat and I tried to listen to y'all for a long time, and I try to bridge a gap with y'all, but y'all come back to the same talking point. Well, you got mad people. I heard this guy, Prince Dre. There's a guy named Prince Dre. He's one of the closest associates to motherfucking King Von. He says Akademiks is responsible for murders, and his right-hand man was motherfucking King Von. Are you fucking kidding me? If it wasn't for me, half of you niggas wouldn't have a platform, and I'm standing on that. So listen, you could say that the chicken crossed the road. If I'm that influential that I cause deaths, well, I cause y'all careers. So you can't have it both ways. If my words was that influential to cause people to die, I cause y'all to have a career. Well, cool. Let's try to put the toothpaste back in the tube. If we could try to atone for some of the deaths, we should atone for the fact that some of y'all shouldn't have no damn career either. Y'all should have been bummy niggas running around Chicago doing nothing. That's the reality of it. You can't have it both ways. Was it Prince Dre? I can't remember who it was. Some nigga. I seen him on real life street stars. He was like, yeah, Akademiks responsible for mad deaths. I'm like, huh? I can't even fuck with it. Where is it at? Oh yeah, this guy. Listen to this. Where's it? I'll play it. Do they have timestamps? Nah, they don't got timestamps. Fuck. Oh my god. I'm trying to get the video.
It's not right there.
Okay.
Prince Dre, one of O-Block's top ranked.
That to Akademiks, because Akademiks was covering y'all, giving y'all nicknames.
I feel like he was making shit worse.
Really?
I feel like he got a lot of people killed. He got themselves killed, but him like.
You know what the funny thing is? Half of these niggas are professional scapegoaters. Nigga, I never covered. The biggest killer was like your best friend. He was a serial killer. King Von was the worst. Like y'all niggas, listen. If I'm going with, I'm with these guys, but they don't like to be with the conversations I like to be with. I think we should take all of King Von's earnings and distribute among all the people that supposedly were killed, K.I. and all them people. And all of them should get paid. Why the hell does his kids get to live behind a nice big ass gated fence and driving big cars while their kids that could have been in music, they got killed, and now their name is now turned into essentially a pack of backwoods. Always smoking on this guy. So again, I don't like having these conversations. And respectfully to Chicago, I love Chicago music. But anybody who comes with this type of talking point, you're an idiot. There's no more. I can't bridge a gap with y'all anymore. It's like I haven't done the war in Chirac in 15 years. No, in 10 years. It's been 10 years. 10 years. The idea that you think that I'm here, because of Chicago is wild enough to me. It's wild enough to me. So for anybody who thinks I owe Chicago, again, I love Chicago. But if you think I owe them money, like I'm just walking around like, oh, like I took something from Chicago, and y'all don't think none of these rappers who basically tormented communities and tormented families, destroyed families. There's niggas sitting in federal custody over murders in Chicago that are millionaires. And not one of y'all say, well, if he did do that, but again, this is what I keep saying. In unfortunately, most inner cities, the person who gets all the respect and never the blame is the man with the gun. They blame everybody else. Well, if you ain't hype him up, he wouldn't have died. Well, why don't you say, if you didn't shoot him, he wouldn't have died? Well, if you ain't instigated. So again.
Bro, death, crime, violence is going to happen regardless. It's a part of life, okay? So that's going to happen regardless. But us as a people, we got the choice to feed into that shit or not. And, you know, I really feel like the war in Chirac, I get what you're saying, bro. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? People should be held accountable for their actions. The rappers, people who was involved and all that, you know, like they should be held accountable. But at the same time, see, like, these were their wars that they were fighting. These were their battles that they were fighting. It's not like they just went like to a random city or to a random place and just started killing people. No, there's a deep, dark history that comes with our people, that comes with gangbanging, that comes with this culture. And this killing shit, violence and all this shit is going to happen regardless of what you do, of what I do, of what the next person does. Right? Until we could change the vibration of the universe into a more positive vibration where people isn't thinking so negative all the time and so infatuated with death and murder and all these things that I mentioned, before we change that vibration, it's just going to go on. And this definitely doesn't help when people like you come in and start to instigate it and try to profit off of it. That's the capitalism mindset that we all have. Like, oh, like, let me come in and capitalize off of this. Not only you, but the labels, but, you know what I'm saying, all the other people's hands that's in that pot, you know, trying to snatch out whatever they can snatch out of this situation, right? So it's a big difference, bro. I get what you're saying, Act, but it's a big difference just because you're not from Chicago and this is not your war. So why are you even talking about it? So you pretty much exploiting the shit, though. You got to take accountability for that, at least. Yes, you could say, oh, shit, the rappers should never been doing it. They should never, the rappers should get back. That's different. That's their wars. King Von, he had real wars with people in the streets that killed his homies. It was death on both sides. It's not that this nigga just went around just killing random people. Like, come on, bro. You know, like, this is, you know, and like, who even knows if he even killed anybody? You know, that could just be hearsay, bro. Like, come on now. So, you know, it's a big difference between, you know, what a G Herbo is doing and what an Akademiks is doing as far as their roles in this.
To Mr. Prince Dre and also the G Herbo, and then that other buffoon who's whatever. Listen, I believe in charity and I believe in giving back. But would I have the biggest hypocrites on earth tell me when to give back and how much? G Herbo, the thief who stole $1.5 million of honest earning people money to go on trips and go on villas and try to stunt and flex. One of these vacations, he was trying to flex and hang out with Future and them. I could show you. Nigga, I remember everything. I'm like an elephant. Look, Future, G Herbo vacation. I'll find it. It's somewhere. You'll see both of them on vacation. Future got the hits. G Herbo just went there with scam money. I can't. It's somewhere. It was like in Jamaica. Let me see. I'll find that bitch. The point is this, man. I'm not listening to y'all niggas for nothing on some virtual signaling. Okay, please, please. Okay. I think what we should all do, and I'll leave G Herbo's conversation here. I think we should all give back. Of course. I think as a media platform, as a rapper, and by the way, it happens like that. You know what I mean? Acting like hip hop is filled with saints. That's the problem. I seen niggas who terrorize the Bronx do turkey givebacks, and they try to give back here backpacks. And you got to realize that, hey, some of these guys, no matter how they got on, they're not bad people. They're going to try to not really make it right, but they're going to give back to their community. That's what it is. If G Herbo said, yo, media platforms should give back, I'm with him. I'm with you. The idea, oh, y'all niggas were bloodthirsty. I sucked off Chicago to get to... Fuck no. So y'all got to give Chicago 100,000. Fuck no. I'm just not hearing it from them. Okay? So G Herbo, I love you. I love you. We spoke about this before. G Herbo came on my podcast. We spoke about this before. You know, again, the idea of giving back, trust me, there's so many people that give back. There's so many people that give back. And I'm pretty sure G Herbo gives back too. So I'm not saying he doesn't give back. But this idea of trying to mention, the reality is that drill is a fucking negative thing. It's murder music. If we really wanted to be honest, none of you niggas should have a career. Y'all came in the game talking about violence and wishing violence. The idea of drill was wishing death or death chance against niggas you don't like. Nothing about it is positive. So the mere fact y'all could just take what y'all did and be like, nah, this is valid. But the nigga covering it, now he gave some nicknames and he was sparking it. So he's the one that made, no, nigga. And I don't got to sit here and show that after I stopped doing the war in Chirac, crime went up. So if the war in Chirac did it, how the hell did crime go up? But again, this is a point. I remember the last time I seriously was trying to engage with people from Chicago until I realized this is one thing. I'll end it with this. Y'all sound like a bunch of begging ass bitches asking for handouts. And I'm going to just end it there. Because no matter what, I would be like, oh, well, I did this and I'm working with this person from Chicago. I'm lending my platform to them. I've donated this. You know what every nigga would say? But what about me? Nigga, I'm not here to bless all niggas in Chicago. Y'all niggas go get up and work and put down the fucking gun. And I'll just end it with that. But a lot of y'all, when y'all keep talking about this, whatever, giving back I agree with, but I'm not going to sit here and listen to a bunch of grown-ass men who now that they...
Well, if you agree with it, then give back to our nonprofit on folks in them grave. Because the foundation of your career starts with us, Ak. So come on, man. Put your money where your mouth is, man. You already said that you agree. I mean, you fuck with the idea of giving back.
Either their meal ticket is dead or their meal ticket is in jail because of some other shit. They're now turning into some begging ass bitches. It's not going to be for me. I'm sorry. All right? I love Chicago. I love the music in Chicago. I play that.
How the fuck they begging ass bitches because they tell you to donate to a nonprofit? Like, motherfuckers.
Shit every day. But the same way I've helped popularized it is the same way the effects of it probably has become, it's affected the community, which I guess it is what it is. But you can't separate it from the rappers who are there doing that music. So it is what it is. But the apology or whatever, I don't know if they thought I was gonna be like, okay, all right. Which one could I give 100,000 that y'all can make me feel? No, kick rocks. Peace. All right. I don't know if they thought there was an apology coming, man. Kick rocks, man. All right.
Man, there you guys have it, man. Akademiks response to G Herbo. What y'all think? Y'all think he made some valid points? like I said, you know, this is a deep dark subject with a lot of death and a lot of people involved. And you know, to be honest, I feel like everybody that played a role in it, you know what I'm saying, should really just reflect on their role and like what they've done and how many people were affected, from the rappers to the media to the people that's still here to the people that still work in the city, like myself, you know, like with the youth, with these young people. Yeah, man, it's definitely a lot of black trauma that's involved, you know, and I'm gonna just leave it there. But Akademiks, we know that you out there getting that money now, nigga. You might as well give us some bread, man, so you can, you know what I'm saying, or at least consistently donate a little something. Chicago not profits, man. We not fucking begging. We just keeping that shit a stack. The same way that you kept it a stack when you was covering us and there was no filter to what you was saying. We keeping it a stack with you, nigga. That's how we feel, you know? So, but at the same time, shout out to Akademiks, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. You get into the bread, you know what I'm saying? You a black man that's in this game that's, you know, that found his way through this matrix. So, you know, you still got to salute that as well. But, you know, but just think about what Swerve said, though, you know. Make sure that y'all comment on this video. Make sure that y'all subscribe to my channel. Click that post notification bell. We got more commentary. We got more vlogs. We got everything on the way. We got more music, baby. We got it all, baby. So, appreciate y'all. Love, man. Until next time, y'all know what the fuck it is. Spicy. Peace, man. Folks, them gray.